Angie Dawn. How about that?
It was a fun year. It was a tough year, honestly.
Hey, a couple of things, though. I will never have a beard again because I look 105.
It's
And I
not
need
great.
to continue the way down.
Look,
and-
it's got a clean slate, Justin.
But let's go ahead and state the obvious. Somebody got a jumper on in 2022.
You know what's so great about a jumpsuit? You can eat as much as you want to.
Well, that's why,
Got
Papa,
plenty
we
of
already
room in
talked about the
there.
only problem with that is what goes in must come out. And putting that jumper going to the John,
Ain't easy. I thought about that this morning. How you were
Yeah.
saying you got to go like this.
yeah, you got to do the shake to get them arms off.
I know, but it's comfy while it's on. I'm
It
not going
is.
to lie.
All right, well, speaking of having a little fun, hopefully you're going to laugh a little today because today's message we're going to have fun with.
Okay.
And we pulled up some old clips as well because it's about laughter today, Angie. It's 2022. You had a rough couple of years, even rough last year. You need a little laughter, all right? And so we went back
Amen.
and found the interview with our boy, Michael Jr. You remember when
Oh.
Michael Jr. came to Strand?
Barely, because I got memory issues.
Well, I'm going
but
to take
he's
you
funny.
back. I'm going to take you back right
Yeah.
now. Let's go back to that interview. Watch this, a little old school. I mean, every Sunday I'm trying to get them to laugh a little, but then I'm trying to go, all right, now go out there and go do it, you know? And we use, again, inspiration from you, from whoever we can find, man. Steve Hartman's another great one, CBS News guy. He does some great stories,
great.
you know?
Yeah.
But just to kind of go, it matters. It
Yeah.
matters what you do today. It matters, you know, how you live your life, not just inside the building, but outside the building. And you setting that up, baby. You doing it.
And one thing I like to say is everyone has a setup. Your setup is about what you received, but also everyone has a punchline. We know what we receive, but do you know what you're called to deliver?
That's right.
And everyone has something to deliver.
And here's your line. This is yours. You said to make laughter commonplace in uncommon places.
Boom. That's what I'm
Play
supposed to do. I'm supposed to make laughter, because if I'm just at a theater like this, making a bunch of people laugh who can afford to laugh, then I'm just using the gift that God's given me for myself, really.
All right.
But if I take it out to some people who can't really, who normally wouldn't have it, now I'm stretching myself. And it may be a little uncomfortable for me, but that's where growth takes place.
Come on, see? You remember Michael
He is
Jr.
so
now?
funny, yes. I do.
And what's really cool about Michael Jr. is he is a Dallas guy now, too. He's in the Dallas area.
Oh,
Do you know
is
that?
he? No, I didn't know.
Come on, Frisco. Where y'all at, man? 2022.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a great friend, amazing comedian. The Road Less Traveled was one of his comedy shows. Remember where he went into homeless shelters and prisons? And
I think they gave a girl a car.
yeah,
too,
it's
and
yeah. He
whatever.
just we took everybody to the movie theater to see. He actually
Yeah.
put a movie out
Yeah.
in the movie theater.
Yeah. I
But the
remember
reason I'm talking about all of that is as we go into today's message, it's kind of a fun, I don't want to give it all away yet, but we're talking about a prescription that the Lord has written to us for 2022. And
I'll take it.
and it's got a lot to do with the old joy and laughter. And the reason we thought about Michael Jr. is he's great at it.
Yeah.
You know, we've had Sinbad in the past, but Michael
Who
Jr.
we love.
Oh, we love. And there's going to be a lot of comedy in this sermon. It's going to be some clips, I can just tell you. Not from me, but from
I was gonna
professionals. No, there won't be
No.
any of that from me.
Okay.
It'll be from some great comedians that'll get you laughing this morning. And I promise you, by the time you get done with this message, it's going to make a lot of sense. But I figure we're going to go back and look at Michael Jr. one more time because these videos and these interviews, I learned a lot from him because he really has a gift for seeing things going on in culture and then how can you make laughter happen. And then what he says in this next little interview clip really applies to all of us. But let's watch it and then we'll come back and talk
Okay.
about it. Michael Jr., take it away, my friend.
The name of the documentary you're talking about is called Comedy, The Road Less Traveled.
Right.
Because people do comedy on the road all the time, but I wanted to take a road less traveled. And the reason is I had a change in mindset about comedy. Normally when a comedian gets on stage, we're all about getting laughs from people. And I felt like God shifted that and he said, instead of trying to get laughs from people, I want you to give them an opportunity to laugh. And that just kind of blew me back. So that same night, I get up on stage and I took probably about 22 seconds before I actually said anything funny to the audience. I was just up there and it was okay because I realized I have a gift to give to the audience as opposed to trying to get laughs. And when you have a gift for someone, you don't shove it in their face. You wait, you assess the situation, and you present the gift. So I go up on stage, we have a great show. I leave the club, there's people want autographs and taking pictures, but I notice a homeless guy across the street. So I'm outside taking pictures, we're smiling, and I see this homeless dude, and I thought about what God told me. How can I give him an opportunity to laugh. And I didn't know how to do it. And I was like, man, I should try to figure this out. And then 2 days later, this lady out of nowhere at a different show says to me in an autograph line, hey, would you consider coming to a homeless shelter to bring comedy? And I was like, nope, I never thought about that before. We're not doing that. They not go. And then I realized I'm supposed to give people an opportunity to laugh. So what more, like if this is a gift I have, who am I to say who gets the gift?